talk with State Representative A.J. Pittman about her month-long stay at Harvard. It's a visit she is very proud of, and it has nothing to do with the school itself, more so the knowledge gained there and how she plans to use it to further focus on Oklahomans as a whole.
Getting accepted to Harvard is no easy task, not even for a class of state and local leaders. Getting a world-class education there comes with a very selective intake process. State Representative A.J. Pittman telling us she was one of just under 100 officials chosen out of thousands to take part in this program.
I was fortunate enough to get selected out of a lot of applicants to do a Harvard Executive Leadership Program over the summer.
And once there, something of an odyssey of the mind, many minds to be exact, those leading their city, county, or state, sharing a classroom to study a variety of issues that plague people in their jurisdiction.
We talked about every issue under the sun. We talked about climate change, we talked about security, we talked about race, we talked about police. However, one of the things that I really took from it, outside of all of the information that we got, was that if only government could work like this.
And as Pittman explains, that became a common theme, looking at ways to work together instead of against each other for their constituents.
If only government could work with state officials, county commissioners, city councilmen in the room along with state representatives. What if in an imaginative world we could sit and talk about our legislative priorities or our state priorities together instead of in silos?
Beyond conversations in the classroom, their days were packed. Homework, studying, and attendance, all part of the gig.
The schedule was rigorous.
Professors strategically leading the way, learning with the goal of becoming better, more attentive leaders. And even that word during their time there was challenged.
Another concept that really stuck with me that our professor Marty told us is that leadership is an act, it's not a person.
Keeping in mind their job is to serve and understand the people they represent. A job she describes as incredible and greatly humbling. And now bringing what she learned to the heart of the people here in Oklahoma, and specifically her district.
Bringing those things and making it work for the constituents, making it work for the people that I serve, and allowing them to understand that this benefits not only me. It is about putting Oklahoma and putting House District 99 on the map. To be selected to do this out of thousands of elected officials throughout the country is honor.